Your blade is to be respected, Outlander.
Who wants the Outlander who embarrassed him?
An outpost full of rebels. Time to find whoever's in charge and take them out. Watch out for those lookouts.
You! There is someone! I'll stop you!
Stay ready!
So you've a few moments left to live.
Looking for me.
You better hope I don't find you!
That rebel's got some heavy gear. They must be in charge.
Who did this? This better not be a prank.
Check them for tags. I should check if there's anything with a lock around here. Going down. Tags. I should take them to Duca when I can.
New York City, March 21, 2055. Natural Voice. The music trend that has swept the HoloNet of the past year, garnering over 100 million self-professed vocals who record and distribute songs without digital or surgical alteration, is now facing its first major scandal. Songbird 5, a leading artist. Songbirds? Leading artist of the movement confessed today to singing with a modulator implant on all 23 of her most streamed tracks. Fans and fellow vocals are devastated. I thought she was authentic, you know. Lamented Dove Tears 13, whose Natural Voice fansphere provides more than 3 million streams per day. But it turns out she's even more fake than some AI-driven Hollywood boy band. At least they don't have to pretend. At least they don't pretend to have real data corrupted. The fuck?
Amira said her father's hunting camp should be near here. The hunting camp. This must be where Phaneera confronted her father. I might be able to pick up his trail with my focus. Blood. A jar of oil knocked over. Maybe when Garoka and Phaneera were fighting. Some of the oil might have gotten on Garoka. Looks like there's a trail I can follow. Let's see where this leads. Going. A claw strider. And a lot of traps. There's acid on it. It must be Kuroka. I better help him.
An outlander. Let's see what you've got. You fight like you're Tanakh, but you're not one of us. State your name, Outlander.
I'm Aloy. You must be Kuroka. Phaneera asked me to find you. She's back in the village. She's recovering from the wound from your fight.
Then she's in good hands. Come. We have to get moving. There's a squad deeper in the forest. They're about to walk into an ambush.
By who? Rebels?
If that's what you want to call them. Spineless scabs. All the same, I could use your spear. What do you say?
Fine. Where's the squad?
This way. We'll make faster time if we cut through the Sentinels.
Attack.
We've been watching enemy movements in the mountain pass. They've been trying to take our territory for years. This is just their latest attempt.
Years. Ghaul's rebellion isn't that old. Something's off here.
Found us!
What?
No, not them. The stalkers! I was so sure they were... Never mind. We have to get to the squad.
Goroka's definitely not all there. This isn't looking good.
Quiet now. We're almost there. J Squad, we're... What? No!
An old memorial for fallen soldiers. I think we're a lot more than too late. Goroka.
Who are you, Outlander? How do you know my name?
I'm Aloy. Phaneera asked me to find you. I'm guessing you don't remember what happened.
I went away again, didn't I? Why are we here?
You told me there was a squad. I was about to be attacked. This is where it happened, isn't it? A long time ago.
Yes. My squad. The Sky Clan ambushed us, slaughtered them all. It would have been 30 years ago now.
Phaneera thinks you've been sneaking off into the forest to hunt. But you've been coming back here. There's no easy way to say this, Goroka. She's hurt. Bad. She tried to stop you from leaving.
I hurt her? But I would never... No! Everything is a fog. I feel like I've been wandering through it, lost, my blade unfamiliar in my hand. And when it finally clears, I can't remember what I was doing or why. I'm always just alone in the forest.
How long has it been like this? This fog?
Weeks, months maybe. At first I thought it was a passing thing, like forgetting after a knock on the head. Then names and faces became difficult. And I started finding myself in the forest, unsure how I got there.
Why haven't you told Phaneera?
What was I supposed to say? That I'm unraveling? Like a frayed, weak rope? No!
But look where that's gotten you. She has no idea why you hurt her. So the Sky Clan ambushed your squad a long time ago?
We were almost through with our patrol. About to head back to the village when they swarmed us. I alone survived. When my wounds scarred, I returned here and built a memorial where my comrades fell. And then I struck down twice as many of their soldiers in retribution. Such were the clan wars.
Earlier, you said the enemy had been trying to take the lowland territory for years. I guess that was during the clan wars?
Before Hekarro became our chief, our clans were constantly at war. We fought over every inch of this forest. The ruined village nearby is a remnant of those days. No matter how many soldiers fell, there was always another vendetta to pursue. They say that's why the wood of the Sentinels runs red. For the generations of blood spilled.
We should head back to the village.
Wait. The memorial. It's missing a piece there. A marker of metal, made from the blades of my fallen comrades. Where is it? It has to be around here somewhere. I have to find it. I know it's here.
Hey, calm down. Let me take a look.
Okay.
There's tracks leading away from the memorial.
Lead the way. Clamberjaws.
They might have scrapped the marker.
On your lead. More Clamberjaws.
How to find the marker. Might be in one of the Clamberjaw scrap piles.
I'll stand watch in case more machines show up.
marker here. I better check another scrap pile. Got the marker. Now to give this back to Garoka.
Did you find it?
Here. I think this is the missing marker.
Yes, that's it. I'll return it to the memorial. You go on ahead. I want to spend some time to remember my comrades.
Are you sure?
I'll be fine. The fog is gone for now.
All right. I'll head back to the village and let Fenira know you're okay.
Thank you, Aloy.
We walk in strength. Strike through it.
What's with the acrobatics?
But where's my father? Aloy, you're back. But where's my father?
It's okay. I found him. He's not deranged, Fenira. He's been forgetting things, more and more. He thought he was still in the clan wars, that he could save his squad from an ambush. When we got to the memorial, he came back to the present. So it's like he's been lost in a fog.
Wait. I've heard of something similar, a rare occurrence among chaplains. Their memory fades with the long years. Garoka's not a chaplain, but he is the age of one. Before Hekarro became chief, few of us would live to be so old.
So that's why. Oh, thank the Ten. If he was found to be insane, then by rights he'd be put to death.
What? No, he's just getting old. He needs care, not a death sentence.
Pretty sure the rest of the village sees that as one and the same. But we'll keep a close eye on him. Speaking of, where is he now?
Here. Oh, little spear. I'm so sorry.
It's all right, Father. You're home safe. And I understand now. When the fog comes, I'll hold your hand tight and remember for you. You don't have to be afraid.
Thank you for all your help. Please, accept this. Your deeds here, what you've done for Fenira, will always, always be remembered.
Thank you, Aloy.
Yes, Aloy.
I'll shake it out as I go. Who are these raiders you're talking about?
Some of Regala's supporters were hunted down near here. Most fought to the death, but one group had other ideas. They escaped pursuit and raided Tide's Reach. They were last seen out to sea, to the west.
The raiders escaped out to sea?
We think that's why they raided the settlement. They built a flat boat. Bits of wood tied together.
Raft?
I wouldn't want to go to sea on one, but it seems that was the raiders' plan. Slaughter our sleeping guards, steal supplies, and sail straight west.
Are you worried they might come back?
The supplies they stole won't last forever, and they were prepared to gut our guards to get them. People here want justice. That won't happen until those fugitives are found.
If the raiders went out to sea, I'm not sure how I could follow them. Unless they got away. For now.
I'm running around naked with an apple in my mouth and an arrow sticking out of my ass cheek. What's he up to now?
I heard they got lights floating up so high, you can see them across the entire desert. And the whole city under the sands waiting to be delved into.
And I'm the Sun King's favorite pet boar. Better get what you need before this one fires up another smoke tail. Done already, huh?
If you were talking about Morland's crew before, she's not wrong. I've seen the lights myself.
I knew it! Ugh, what a sight they must be. Maybe I'll get myself a spot in the next salvage expedition. Go check them out myself.
Whatever sparks your forge.
How goes it, Hammerhead? Hey, you look familiar.
I've heard of your adventures. My armor can help. Remember, I have the best armor on the market.
Oh, hi!
Think you can fix my lucky hammer again?
You know, a hammer that breaks this off can't be all that luck.
You know what we need? Proper surgery. Sharp as ever.
Look at you!
Oh, this'll really boil their broth. I'll add a sprinkle of chili to their desserts. How perverse.
Well, look who's back.
Game, but any tribe can enjoy it.
Come for another round?
Hey, I'm looking for an Osram named Marsa. She might be working here in Chainscrape. Do you know her?
Marsa? Yeah, of course. Tough gal. Puts her back into her work. Not like the drunken louts around here. Why are you looking for her?
I met her brother out west. He asked me to return a family heirloom to her.
Huh. I didn't know Marsa had a brother. Anyway, last I heard she was doing a job out by those old Karja signal towers. Northeast of here.
Thanks.
Ostrom family squabbles ain't pretty. Best of luck wading into that muck.
I'll, see you around, Petra.
Until next time.
I'm drunk, you.
Fred, welcome back. I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together, and your machine has 3 points of combat power. My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play. So my combat power is 0. This means your machine can do 3 points of damage. Go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve your offense. It can also help defend your machines from it. Grab your other piece and place it in front of my... Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack powers since but they have they're standing on, this means my combat. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it. Which means my machine gets in. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any. An opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens. Ha, see? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well. That's why breaking a machine's defenses is a great way to deal damage to several pieces at once. Useful, right? Okay, now go ahead and end your turn. There's still one more thing I want to show you. All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby. Well, I think that's a promise it'll all come in. Don't be a stranger.
Walked past Careless old shop and tripped over one of his stupid wires.
in.
Well, I hope a bristleback tripped him up.
What did I do?
Oh, yeah, sure. Get around it.
Ow!
Hey!
Welcome to my life.
I see you all made it back.
Hammer and tongs. That they did, Huntress. They tell me you blasted through the problem. Lokuf here came back trembling like a twig.
Hey! What's important is everyone made it out. No thanks to Ulvin. Let's just count our lucky sparks that Petra's taken over the mine's supervision.
Guess that means no more slacking off.
Just stay safe.
There will be drinking involved. Lots.
You hear about that traveling Oseram troop?
Petra said Porgov's sister should be working around here. I have a feeling she won't be thrilled to hear from her brother. But at least she'll get her lockbox back. Marsa?
Yeah? What's it to... Oh. Help me. How do you know my name?
I, met your brother Porgov out west. He asked me to give you this.
My ma's lockbox. That miserable chuff stole this from me. By the forge, he broke the lock too.
Actually, that was from a rock breaker.
Oh. So he's dead then?
No. After he saw what was inside, he wanted you to have it.
Oh. Then I guess guilt finally caught up with him. Let's see here. A jewel. Surprised he didn't pocket it for himself. And a letter. It's from my mom. Her last wish was that I make amends with Porgov. That doesn't make sense. Porgov caused her, all the family, so much grief. Always running off to chase easy shards instead of helping Dad at the forge. Why would I want him back in my life?
If Porgov read that letter, then maybe he wants to make amends too. He also asked me to tell you that he remembers the flying keg.
That bug. When we were kids, we used to grab a metal panel and slide down this big hill. But one day, Porgov got the idea to use an old keg. He climbed inside and off he went. Only, he didn't stop at the bottom of the hill. That keg kept rolling with Porgov still inside, right off a ledge. You'd think the keg sprouted wings the way it soared. Then splash! Right into the lake. Thought he drowned for sure. But he lugged himself out, onto the shore, and shouted, "Again!"
Sounds like a good memory.
Think that might be the only time I can remember us not fighting. Just lying there, by the lake, laughing till it hurt to breathe. When you met my brother, did he look okay?
As well as you can expect for someone out in the middle of the desert. You could see for yourself.
Nah. I mean, I heard some folks are headed out that way, but I don't know. I'll think about it. Thank you for bringing me this. Here, for your troubles.
Thank you. If you decide to go, you'll find your brother at a place called Camp Nowhere.
Of course he'd end up nowhere.
Come! Camp. Might be the expedition I heard about. The one digging up relics from the lake.
Next time, we will forge a deal together.
Tripped him up.
Couple of Karja. Sounds like something's gone wrong.
You told me they were the best delving crew in the claim.
You told me we'd be drowning in artifacts.
Well, I found this, didn't I?
It's a tray.
By the sun, man! Not even the most accomplished crafters of Meridian could pull off such symmetry. I wonder what the old ones served on it. Appetizers? Seafood?
It's a tray! Who are you?
Rushavid? You wouldn't recognize the sun if it hit you in the face. This is the savior of Meridian, the one who sees the unseen. You've come for them, haven't you?
Them?
The relics! The lake is full of them. Something big happened here in ancient times.
You mind if I take a look? That's a lot of data.
Should we be sending for a healer?
Whatever this is, it all points to something called a mobile cover system.
Oh! You mean a cover for the tray?
No. More like something that could come handy in a fight. Where did you find this?
The dig site,
Which is now crawling with machines. And unless they magically disappear, we are leaving!
Don't you want to find out what actually happened here?
Maybe we still can. What drew you to this place in particular?
Every good expedition starts with a rumor. When the Tenakth chased our forces out of the west, returning soldiers described this lake, rife with signs of the ancients. I knew as soon as I heard the tales that its waters promised a bounty of artifacts.
A promise that hasn't been kept, at least so far.
Those who are patient will be rewarded with sunlight when clouds pass.
There's plenty of ruins in the east. Why come all the way out here to look for artifacts?
Ah! Well, while my colleagues scour the same old ruins, I intend to blaze a new trail. Loquacious Gendas, the first scholar to discover the secrets of the West. Why, I'll be as famous as the great scribe Aram.
You don't seem to share his optimism.
I sell artifacts to nobles. Seafood trays!
You can
pay for expeditions like these, and so far we haven't found anything that'll cover my costs!
So you got attacked by machines at your dig site?
It was horrifying. When we arrived, the sight seemed as calm as a gentle breeze. I saw a glint in the water and waded in. It was the tray. I was so enamored with it, I didn't even see the machines closing in. I barely escaped with my life.
I was there. You actually had a pretty good head start on them.
Easy for you to say, gawking from a safe distance. In any event, I had hoped the Oseram would deal with them. They're supposed to be the best delving crew in the claim.
Instead, all they do is moan about hazard pay. Ha! Not a chance unless we can find some booty to cover my investment.
Where's this dig site? Seems like the best place to start if I'm gonna follow up on this mobile cover system. Maybe I can figure out what actually happened here.
The site is just behind us, up the lake to the west. I knew it was no coincidence our paths crossed, Savior. Imagine what stories you'll bring us once you search the lake with your second sight.
Hopefully just the truth.
The sun has truly shined upon us this day.
Machines resistant to fire. I should go to that dig site Gentis mentioned. Clear out those machines and look for any clues on this mobile cover system. These must be the machines that Gendas and Rashad were talking about. Scrappers now. Do its thing. Doesn't look like there's much here. But these ruins drop into the water. Better check them just to be sure. I should take a look at the ruins under the water. See if I can find any clues. Something underwater. An active console. Something jammed in it. find green shine too often.
It's a Horus, Hernon. Just broke through the perimeter.
Erica, the mobile cover prototype is in the vault. All 3 keys are required to override the lockdown. Can you bring me the one from your security console right away?
Okay. Just don't get killed before I get...
Erica? Erica!
Sounds like I need 3 of these keys to get to the mobile cover system. There's coordinates for another console on file. I should check it out. Chevere. These are the coordinates I got from the console I found. Which means there should be another one somewhere around here. Be somewhere inside these rocks. Ravager, almost armed for a fight. fire's not gonna help here. Over. Now I can look for the console. This looks like some sort of old defensive outpost. Another console. Got it.
It's raining hell over here, Sergeant! No shit, Corporal. The egghead over at Voltox needs our security key to get the mobile cover prototype out of here. Get to the console and get it out of here! We have a second enemy contact incoming! Another Horus! Someone call in that goddamn airstrike!
Another access key that never got to this prototype. There's coordinates for a third one nearby. Maybe I can find it. Wings holding up? The coordinates I found live here. There's gotta be another one of those consoles around. Third console. Last one.
They're evacs outside, Doc.
Done, thank God. The mobile cover prototype is locked in the vault. I need all 3 keys to open it, including yours.
Nope. VP rank means I've got a golden ticket to Elysium. If you want that key, come back and get it Uh-oh.
Well, Dawn was a real charmer. It's typical for Pharaoh, I guess. That's 3 access keys. And another set of coordinates. Maybe where they were intended to go in the first place. Looks like a facility used to be here. This place got hit hard. The vault mentioned in the recordings should be in here somewhere. We just have to follow the coordinates. Spotted.
kill.
No on me. I could send it to my stash. This looks promising. I'm guessing this was Hernon. This must be the vault mentioned in the data I found. I should be able to access it.
Priority keys detected. Access granted.
I don't think anyone's gonna make it. Not sure which will get me first. The airstrike or the Horus. Spent my career on the mobile cover project. Really thought I could get it to someone who could use it.
Another sad ending. At least I have the prototype now. I might even be able to make something out of it if I use the data on that drive Gendas found. I'll want to know what happened here.
Be welcome, Outlander.
Yeah, got work to do. Next time, we will forge a deal
Else
together.
would one need the glory of Main Street?
You've returned. You found something, didn't you? Come now, don't just keep it to yourself.
It's, difficult to explain.
Please, I just want to understand as much as I can.
Definitely not a tray cover.
The old ones fought a massive battle here against machines. Some fled, but others stayed behind to try to salvage this, to help others carry on the fight.
Did they survive? So, they failed.
It made it into the hands of the most renowned warrior in the Sundom, did it not? And every item we recover will be used to ensure their memory lives on.
I didn't see any machines at the dig site, so yes, I suppose that is true.
I'll need that tray and your workbench. I'll have to tinker with this to turn it into something I can use.
Of course, Savior. It's the least we can do. May the sun light your way, as you have illuminated ours.
Let's take a look at this thing.
Eyes up here, brother!
Feels right. Time to test it out.